Welcome back to the City of Palms podcast. You're listening to two brothers in the Southwest Florida area. This is Danny, and we got Brian over there. No guest today, but we're just going to be talking like usual. And this episode's actually pretty cool because we got our first video. What's good?
If you're watching on YouTube and you see our faces, then it worked.
Yeah. So it's a test run right now. We got lights and everything set up, so that's awesome.
We're just testing one camera angle right now, but eventually we're gonna have multiple. Yeah, shout out Jake. He provided some lighting, and we're getting in it.
It is Saturday evening. I'm here sipping coffee, getting energized, and
we're going to a Madhouse show tonight.
We're going to a Madhouse show tonight. My first ever rock concert type thing. It's gonna be kind of cool.
Dude, it's pretty cool because I've been out a little bit at Kava Culture and stuff like that and Nice Guys Pizza, but I've been wanting to get out more and go meet new people and whatever. Especially since we're starting a podcast, I really I want to start seeing new faces and
City of Palms, baby.
Hell yeah, spreading the word. And tonight will be a start to that because Madhouse is cool because they are a private skate park, and I know some of the people that are affiliated with it, and we've been invited to come skate there sometimes, but it's a pretty private thing, so I don't really want to go anywhere that not really welcome or whatever. But they're having a rock show tonight. They're also a venue for music shows, and I've heard nothing but great things, so it's gonna be really cool. They provide a lot of times they provide barbecue and alcohol and stuff like that. And
yeah, they said the barbecue was provided by somebody. So.
Yeah, wall supplies last. I don't know if that means the first 50 people get it or if they'll just pretty much have it all night. I imagine it'll go pretty quick, but that's pretty dope. I think they're doing cool stuff.
We're going to get there early, so hopefully we get some barbecue.
Yeah. And definitely going to talk to the people around there. I know a couple of names that I've written down that I want to come in here and talk with, but that's for another day. We're also going to a Crystalia show.
Yeah, I can't wait for that, dude. That's gonna be awesome. Shout out Crystalia.
Yeah, his congratulations podcast is kind of what he was a huge inspiration for this. Me and Danny watch every episode of that.
Yep.
That man's hilarious. He's coming to Tampa, Florida in November. That'll be a little birthday present to me.
And it's cool. Before, 1 month before, I'm seeing Bert Kreischer. I already have my tickets for that, so it'll be back-to-back months. It just
oh yeah,
two of my favorite comedians. I always told Brie once I was buying the Bert Kreischer tickets, I was like, man, if Crystalia ever came to Florida again, me and Brian are literally on it. And then last night I was just laying in bed. I see he posted on Instagram, Tampa, Florida. I was like, no. Texted you immediately.
It's happening. Yeah, it's going to be so much fun.
The babies will unite. I'm trying to get some merch, too, before we pull up. Hopefully.
Definitely. So
I like that baby shirt. I like that baby shirt he has, how it's a blue shirt, and then it says babies, and it's faded off.
Yeah, I like that.
That's cool.
Yeah, what a dude, Crystalia.
Yeah, dude. What a guy.
He's always talking about... He's so, I think that's one thing that makes him so funny, is he's so, confident about everything that he says. And, it's so funny, because I feel half the time, it doesn't even make sense, or, he's not even right. He'll say something and be like, that's the most French thing I've ever heard. And it's what does that mean? But, the way he says it is so, matter of fact, that it's just, you just bust out laughing, because you're like, oh, of course it's the most French thing, Crystalia.
The most Armenian thing.
The most Armenian thing you could... Did you listen to that episode?
Yeah.
So funny. But, and then he's always talking about alphas and betas. And, he definitely seems like an alpha type person. What do you think... Because I was thinking, what do you think... What does that mean? Do you think you're an alpha? What makes an alpha person, Alpha male.
Being the boss, you know what I mean, dude? Walking in with confidence. You ain't scared of nobody.
What are some traits you think? Because I've been thinking about this, and I thought I knew, but the more I think about it, I'm like, I don't know which one I am. What are some traits of an alpha male you think?
Not giving a fuck, for sure.
For sure.
I guess you could say. But also, not too extreme, you know what I mean? There's the Chads and Thads of the world
That's
that
what
are just
saying. That's what made me think
relax.
About it. Yeah. Because there's the people that, try to take charge of everything. A person that takes charge is, I think, an alpha type person, but there's people that try to do that, and I don't know if that necessarily makes them an alpha, And do you think you can change? Do you think you're just, born one, and, that's just your personality type, or do you think you can change over time?
I think you can change, because your mindset will change. I think overall that's really what it has to do with, truthfully, how you approach situations, whether you're going to be, anxious or nervous about the whole thing, then you might, fall under, more of a beta. But if you're just going at it with whatever happens, I'm confident that whatever. I'll be able to bounce back no matter what the cause.
Yeah.
I think that you might fall under like more of an alpha. I
Me?
guess to me. No, I'm saying that in that
Oh,
situation, like if you were to like experience like whatever situation and it's hard, a beta might get like I don't know scared. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know scared or something. But
No,
an
I see
alpha
what you're
might
saying.
be like it's all good. Like whatever's gonna happen will happen.
Because I always thought, like, ever since I was young, I thought I remember thinking like, oh, I'm fine not being a leader. Like I remember being because I always like once Chris D'Elia talks about it and stuff, I think. Like, oh, I'm probably a beta. Once I think about it, I'm probably a beta. Just because, like, I say sorry a lot, and, like, I'm like, I don't know, like, I feel like the type of person I am, I'm always, like, apologetic and, like, thinking about other people's feelings and whatever, and I don't know if that necessarily makes me a beta, but I remember as a kid thinking, like, anytime teachers would, like, announce leadership roles, or, like, who wants to be the line leader or whatever, I was always the one that's just like, don't give a fuck.
Can I be the caboose?
Yeah, can I volunteer not to be the leader? But I don't know if that was just because I was shy or because or I'm not the leader type. But nowadays, that's why I asked if you could change because I feel like nowadays I am the leader type.
Yeah, no, I feel like you can for sure change. Yeah, no, hell yeah. I think you were a born alpha, and you may have the world may have made you a beta if you feel like you're a beta. Because you want think about it. Chris D'Elia even says you wanted to be your first job. You wanted to be a superhero. So you were born, you were out the womb, and you were like, I want to be Batman. I want to be Batman. Yeah, and sadly, you came into the world and experienced this shit's crazy. But yeah, no, now I'd say true. Yeah, you are pretty much an alpha. You got control over your life and shit. You're getting bigger over there and shit. So that's
you want to figure it out?
Alpha breed. Yeah, we can take a test.
Let's figure it out. Let's take a test. I got a test right here, and you want to go first or me? Let's you go first because I feel like you're an alpha, just straight up. I could just say that right off the bat, but I don't know. Let's see. I don't know if this is the first quiz that I could find on quiz.com, so I don't know if this is going to be a very accurate quiz, but we'll see what it says. If it's really bunk, maybe I can just try to find a new one real quick. All right, question number 1. Do you work out?
I do.
The answer is not at all. I remain in peak physical condition at all times. Sometimes. Or I don't need to work out. My body's naturally in good shape.
Okay, well, those questions are kind of fucked. But I guess I would say,
I would say B. I remain in peak physical... that's...
Not, I guess, not peak, but I out of those answers, I would probably pick...
Because you work out more than sometimes.
Yeah.
And your answer is definitely not, I don't need to work out. My body's naturally in good shape. I think your body is naturally in good shape, but I think that you...
Oh, God, I do not think that.
No?
I'm no, hell no. I'm constantly working, constantly fucking.
But you're I think you're naturally with your metabolism. You're naturally lean dude, in shape. Maybe not jacked. You put in the work to get yourself jacked. But so definitely B.
Yeah, that's okay. That's good.
Question number 2: do you prefer sports or video games? The answers are sports, video games. I enjoy both, or both of these things are pointless and a waste of time.
I enjoy both.
Enjoy both. Question number 3: do you respect women? A, no. B, of course, I respect every single woman. C, depends on the woman. D, I try my best.
Depends on the woman.
Yep, C. All right, number 4. Would you rather have a lasting relationship or a string of one-night stands? You're fucking married, so the answers are a string of one-night stands, a lasting relationship. I would prefer to disregard females completely and focus on acquiring capital. Depends on how I'm feeling at the time, I guess.
Yeah, definitely the long-lasting
B, for sure. Because you're 20, 21, and you're married, so B. Do you maintain eye contact while talking?
Yeah.
Yes, no, I maintain eye contact, but sometimes I look away. I don't interact with people. I think everyone looks away sometimes. Yeah, right. You don't just beam at someone's eyeballs.
Just beam at somebody.
Then you're just a freak. You're not only an alpha, but you're a freak.
So I guess I'd say let's just play the role. I guess I'd say I sometimes look away.
Yeah?
Okay. Yeah.
I think that's the human answer. All right. What is your... okay, what is your political affiliation? Liberal, capitalist, anarcho-capitalist, or I'm not really into politics?
Fuck politics.
D. All right. How tall are you? 6 feet or 6 feet or over? Under 5'10"? 5'10" to 5'11"? Depends on whether I'm standing up straight or not. That's a pretty alpha.
I would say, what am I? I'm probably 5'8" to 5'9". So, whatever.
under 5'10"?
Sadly.
I feel like that's an irrelevant question.
Yeah, like if you answer 6 foot, you're like, okay, he's an alpha.
You're not even 6 foot. That's just what you.
For real.
Depends if I'm standing up straight, bro. What is your hourly wage? You work minimum wage, average, above average, or I'm not a wage slave?
Well, for what I do, above average.
Above average. Bing. Question 9. A masked intruder breaks into your home. Think realistically. Masked intruder breaks into your home. You and Bree sleeping. You just hear glass breaking.
It's
what
funny
do you do?
Okay. Read the answers, read the answers.
A. Defend your home and family with weapons or your bare hands. B. Call the police. C. Try to reason with him. Or D. Release the hounds. You have one hound, and she's a little scared, so...
A.
A, of course. I knew you were going to say
Weapons in hands. Let's get it.
Even if it's bare knuckle brawler.
I've been training.
That's my bro. How big of a family do you want? As many kids as possible? One child is enough. Got to keep the carbon footprint small for the planet. 2 kids or triplets?
2 kids.
2 kids. All right. Would you forgive a girl if she cheated on you?
Nope.
The answer is never. Of course. Her body, her rules. Maybe if I that's a beta ass thing. Maybe if I really loved her. I never cared about her in the first place, so whatever.
The answer is no.
Never. You cheat, you're done. Question 12. Are you an extrovert or an introvert? First of all, how do you define those words? Extrovert and introvert.
Introverted, more timid, more shy in social situations. Extrovert is more like outgoing and whatnot. More outlandish, I guess.
Yeah. The way I see it is extrovert, if you gain energy when you're around other people, you're an extrovert. If you lose energy when you're around other people and like you gain energy when you're alone, then you're an introvert.
Okay, I'm an extrovert.
Extrovert? You think so?
Mm-hmm.
All right, extrovert.
Depends who I'm around for sure. If I don't like the people, then I'll just keep to myself. But
yeah. All right. Question 13. Are you good at telling jokes? Yes, I'm a pro. Not really. My jokes are too sadistic, but I think they're funny. It's a little hit or miss.
I don't want to sound cocky, but I think I'm pretty funny.
Yeah, the other 3 are not. Your jokes aren't sadistic, so I think I'm a pro is the best answer for you. Question 14. Do you like parties? Yes, no, depends on the party. I like to just observe people.
Depends on the party.
Yep.
I'm not going to a swinger party.
I don't know. I don't know. It's just this next one. Question 15. When did you lose your virginity? 12 to 15? 19 to 40? 16 to 18? No.
12 to 15.
No. 12 to 15. No. 12 to 15?
No. Cutting it close, but 15.
Question 16. What kind of education do you hold? STEM degree? Don't really know what that is. Bachelor degree in gender studies? I think they're fishing for that one. Trades diploma? I learned everything I need to know from the internet. What a dumb set of answers.
Wait. Repeat that?
STEM degree?
Repeat that whole question.
Alright. What kind of education do you hold? STEM degree, which I don't know what the hell that is. Bachelor degree in gender studies? No. Trades diploma? I learned everything I need to know from the internet.
Well, I guess since the work I did, what I'm doing now, and with pretty much every job, has been hands-on training. I've never went to school, but for those answers, I guess you could say whatever the trades one was.
Trades diploma,
Because I definitely didn't just learn everything on the internet.
Yeah.
I didn't learn anything hardly on the internet.
Question 17. Do you believe in traditional values? Yes. No. They're so outdated and harmful. Some are beneficial, others not so much. I believe in the ancient schools of mystery.
What was the question?
Do you believe in traditional values? Like holding on to traditions and stuff like that.
Or what were the answers?
Yes. Or no, they're so outdated and harmful. Or some are beneficial, others not so much. And I believe in ancient schools of mystery is the last one.
Traditions being like Christmas dinners, family get-togethers.
Based on the picture, it shows a wife cooking dinner and them with their families celebrating some holiday. So I'm guessing like I think there's all sorts of traditions, like traditional America, and then like celebrating traditions like birthdays and holidays and stuff like that.
So I think some are beneficial and others could be done.
Okay. Question 18. Do you have trouble breaking up with girls? No. Yes, it's very hard. Sometimes. Or delete Facebook, hit the gym, lawyer up. Yeah, this is a weird quiz.
Did it say delete Facebook, hit the gym, lawyer up?
It's a weird order to do that.
That's awesome. Such an alpha move right there. Alright, Facebook, delete. Gym time, let me call my lawyer. My dad's friend's the best lawyer. Let me just call my dad.
Mom, what's lawyer's number?
So breaking up with girls. So I've been in a relationship for a long time now. I've never even thought about breaking up with her. But in the past, when I've had relationships with girls, I would say no. Never had an issue.
All right. Question 19. Are you a natural leader? I don't mind being a follower. Yes. I kind of just do my own thing. Or it's easy to just manipulate people into doing what you want.
Well, it is easy to manipulate. So it doesn't matter. I would say.
I kind of just do my own thing.
Yeah, I don't really care. Follow if you want.
Question 20. How competitive are you? Extremely? Not very? Moderately? Or I pick my battles. If they're worth fighting, I'm extremely competitive.
Yes.
Bingo.
It's a good answer.
Question 21. How long is this quiz? How's your posture? Erect and dominant, always. I slouch a lot. It's so-so. Or relaxed and efficient.
Erect and dominant, because I used to have mad back pain, and once I started stretching it out, because chiropractor told me one leg was longer than the other, so by a little bit, and it was affecting my pelvis area. It was offset, so I had this lower back pain. So now I'm pretty much always try to make sure got a straight up back and erect and dominant.
Dope. All right. Erect and dominant always. Question 22. Are you a loud person? Yes. No, I'm actually pretty quiet. Medium volume. Or I assess the situation and adjust volume accordingly.
I'm on. Well, I guess that's it. Well, I'd adjust the situation, but
yeah, a
lot of the times Bree's just why are you talking so loud? I'm sorry.
All right. Question 23. What's your handshake technique? Try to crush the other person's hand in a show of dominance. Be as delicate as possible. You don't want to offend them. Firm grip, 2 shakes. I don't shake hands. Think of the germs.
Firm grip, 2 shakes.
Question 20. I feel like a lot of these questions, the answers are one of them is logical, and then the other 3 are completely outlandish.
And one's so beta.
Yeah, I know. One's it might hurt your feelings. Nobody thinks that. No one thinks that beta. All right. How emotional are you? I try to be as emotionally detached as possible. I often get very emotional. Average. Or I confront my emotions head on, and I'm doing so, I can transcend them. That one?
No, what were the answers again?
I try to be as emotionally detached as possible. I often get very emotional. Average is one of the answers. Or I confront my emotions head on, and I'm doing so I can transcend them.
I hate cold coffee.
That's the worst. I try to drink it so quick.
Yeah, I only had a little bit left. I would say average, I guess.
Average.
Decent.
Yeah. Question 25. What kind of car do you drive? You don't drive any of these. Hybrid, sports car, sedan, or DeLorean. So I'm going to say sports car because you have owned sports cars and you would own a sports car out of these 4. Right? Because Danny drives
for sure
5-speed truck.
Big old lifted truck.
Question 26. What do you like to drink? Only craft beer, whatever gets her done, Budweiser, or I don't drink.
Don't even have Yingling on there? The first... What, dude? Oh my gosh. What kind of quiz is this? Definitely not whatever gets the job done, because you show up with some Natty Light, I'm out. Peace, Chad and Thad.
I got gasoline.
So Budweiser was one of them?
Budweiser was one of them. Yeah, so the only 2, because one of them's I don't drink, which is not you. It's only craft beer or Budweiser.
Only craft beer makes you sound like the biggest hipster.
Yeah.
I would say...
I only drink local craft beer.
Budweiser, I guess. I guess that just means local.
Yeah, these answers aren't the best.
Budweiser.
Question 27. When in a busy street, how do you walk? A. Slowly with long strides, chin up, with a smug look on my face, taking up as much space on the sidewalk as humanly possible. B, I walk fast and keep my head down. C, I walk at a medium pace, make sure not to bump into people. D, I stare deep into the eyes of everyone I pass with my hands clasped behind my back.
What was that? Repeat the last one.
I stare deep into the eyes of everyone I pass with my hands clasped behind my back. See, like, all three of these are crazy. One of them was I walk at a medium pace, making sure not to bump into people.
Oh, but I'll bump you if you give me a dirty look.
Oh. The other one that's logical is I walk fast and keep my head down.
But I'm not keeping my head down.
No. But then the A is slowly, with long strides, chin up, with a smug look on my face, taking up as much space on the sidewalk as possible.
But I walk quick. I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Like, I walk quick. I'm not, like, looking everybody in the eyes. I'm looking forward, but...
So A?
What was that one?
Slowly with long stride. No, not slowly. Never mind. I walk fast and keep my... Man, these are all mixed. Because you walk fast, but you don't keep your head down. But you don't avoid bumping into people. Because you bump into people if they get you too close.
I guess I just avoid bumping into people.
Yeah, I walk at a medium pace, making sure not to bump people. Question 28. Would you be okay with an open relationship?
Nah.
I already know the answer. Actually... Yeah, there's only one no, so I'm going to select no, my woman belongs to me and only me. Question 29. To what extent do you agree with the following statement? The weak should fear the strong. Completely agree? Completely disagree? What does that even mean? Define weak and strong in objective terms, then we can talk.
Please. Yes. That one.
Alright, bam. Is it better viewed by women as... Or is it better to be viewed by women as the nice guy or the badass? Nice guy, badass, maybe a little of both, I don't know. You think I care how women view me?
The one literally says maybe a little of both, I don't care.
Yeah. It says I don't know, maybe a little of both, I don't know.
I just try to be me, so I guess I'd be the nice guy. But not.
But no, it's not saying you. It's saying, is it better as a man to be viewed as the nice guy or the badass by women?
Let's go with the badass. Because you gotta be badass. You can't just be the nice guy in certain situations.
Yeah. Question 31. Do you avoid conflict? Never. In fact, I seek conflict. Yes, I always try to avoid conflict. I don't avoid conflict, but I don't seek it out. I pick my battles. I only get into conflicts I know I can win.
Well, I definitely pick my battles. Meaning, if you give me a problem, I'm gonna analyze the situation and say, is this worth it? And then if you strike, it's a game over.
But I don't think D is you, because I don't think you'd get into conflicts that you only know you could win. I think you'd get into a conflict even if you know you might not win. Mm-hmm. So D is I don't avoid conflict, but I don't seek it out.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Question 32. Do you always try your hardest? Yes. No, I have trouble giving my all. I do my best to do my best, if that makes sense. I'm always a perfectionist, but I'm more inspired by things I care about.
I'm sorry, repeat that.
Alright, do you always try your hardest? First one is yes. B is no. I have trouble giving my all. C is I do my best to do my best, if that makes sense. And then D is I'm always a perfectionist, but I'm more inspired by things I care about. Meaning you don't always try your hardest, but if you really care about the thing, you're going to try your hardest.
I just say yes.
Yeah, I think you try your hardest at everything. When a relationship ends, how long does it take for you to move on? I can spend years getting over someone. I spend hours at most, a few weeks, or instantly, but I remember lessons to use for next time. That's hard to say.
Except for I feel like if me and Bree broke up, it'd probably take a couple of years, maybe.
Yeah, and the last relationship you were in was in, like, early high school, right? Middle school? Before Bree? Middle school, yeah. So, who's to know what the hell?
Yeah.
You don't know who you are in middle school.
So, what would you say?
I think you're a caring person, so yeah, like if you had the right girlfriend, aka right now with your wife, if you two split up, then I think it would take you a while to get over. Yeah. Get over it. Question 34. To what extent do you agree? I know. To what extent... It looks like it's almost over. To what extent do you agree with the following statement? I have more female friends than male friends. A, not at all. I have more male friends. B, totally agree. C, I probably have an equal number of male and female friends. D, friends are just distractions from success. Therefore, I have 0 friends and I cannot relate to the statement.
I have more male friends.
Yeah. Not at all. I have more male friends. Question 35. Do you put others first or do you put yourself first? I put myself first always. I always put others first. I try to put others first sometimes, but I value myself as well. Putting myself first is putting others first. If I'm in charge, the world will be a better place.
See?
See?
Yeah, that's
You try to put others first, but you value yourself as well? Okay. Okay, I think that's it. Let's see how we wrap it up.
nice.
Okay. See your results. Ding. Results. Are you an alpha or a beta? Take the test to find out. This says alpha male. Congratulations. This test has determined that you are in fact a true alpha male. You are a born leader and you're dedicated to self-improvement. Ladies are naturally attracted to you and men are intimidated by you.
Nice. Sorry. No, that's cool. Yeah, alpha. No, alpha for sure. I was just thinking, I was like, nothing. I'll tell you later.
I am not going to take it myself because that was kind of long, and I feel like I would have answered very similarly
Okay.
to you.
Yeah, because the questions were kind of true weird. Yeah, I'd say you're an alpha too.
Yeah, I think I got some beta qualities, but I think
Alpha boys over here, dude.
Alpha boys, bro. Alpha podcast. I don't know though. Maybe that's pretty alpha to call yourself an alpha. Fuck you, I'm an alpha.
Dude, I took the test, bro. I'm cert alpha now.
You're certified. We gotta print out the certificate.
Alpha for life.
Man, it's so hot in here. I hope y'all are enjoying the video. Man. Yeah, we had scheduling issues this week, so it's just me and Danny again. Just the boys after vacation.
Yep.
Yeah, you had vacation. We haven't even talked about that. We haven't even talked about your vacation.
Oh, no, we haven't.
We haven't.
Yeah, no, vacation was good, dude. Yeah, Georgia was amazing. I'm already having Georgia withdrawals. Like,
yeah, those mountains are so beautiful.
Yeah, especially being here, because, like I was telling you, you drive, like, up the mountain, and it's already, like, 10, 15 degrees cooler.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what? And we were staying on the mountain, so, like, I mean, we had this, like, patio. We would just walk out. It was beautiful. I did roll my ankle, so I haven't been able to skate, but it's healing up, dude. It's been like almost 2 weeks, I think, and it is healing up pretty good.
He's back on the board before you know it.
I can't wait.
You didn't even need a snorkel when you were in Georgia, huh?
For what?
You would ask Florida, you need a snorkel just to walk down the sidewalk?
Oh, no, yeah, you do, yeah. No, I didn't even need one. It was funny, though. Going up our mountain, like, we went up, we were on Screamer Mountain, so we'd go up this paved road and drive it up until you'd reach this dirt road, and you could keep going up, or you could turn up this dirt road, and so, like, we were driving Breeze Audi, and it's, like, Quattro, so it's all-wheel drive and everything, so it's, like, basically, like, four-wheel drive type thing, all-wheel drive, and we were going, and, Dale had told me, like, going up it, you reach this point where it gets, like, really, like, steep and it's really, like, rocky, and him and his friend, when they were, like, working on this cabin, like, 10 years ago, were driving, like, a Honda Fit up it, had, like, a bunch of tools and everything, and, like, at this certain part, it just started, like, scraping, and, like, just scraped, like, all the way up it, and so we were, at first, I was, like, a little bit sketched out, but, with Breeze Car, it was, like, never an issue, like, we never really had an issue going up it or down it. And it was just it was honestly, like, kind of fun to just, like, whip it, because we were there for a week, and every time we left the mountain, we'd have to, like, take this road, and it's, like, this trail that maybe is, like, a quarter of a mile long before you got to the cabin of just off-roading, and, like, it's, like, little rally car driving, and eventually, I'd just be, like, whipping it through there, going, like, 25, 30, just, because I knew, like, the smooth parts. It was awesome, dude.
But yeah, man. Real quick. There's someone I've been wanting to shout out as a local legend for a while.
Local legend.
Local legend, dude. And this isn't a paid sponsorship. Let it be known, this is not a paid sponsorship. This is just real recognizing real. But this shout out goes to Green Bites. They always have they're a cookie company. Super awesome. Dairy free, gluten free, egg free. but very, very delicious. You know, that's hard to come by with vegan cookies and stuff like that.
Dairy-free, egg-free?
Yeah, for real. Straight up. Really good. They have ones that I really like that are like Fruity Pebble. They've got a bunch. Like there's a lemon one that they always have that's really good. But I always get like, there was one time I was buying them and they thought I swear I said 6 Fruity Pebble because I wanted 6. And they're like pretty small. So like that's not that big. But like I guess usually people would like buy a couple or whatever. So I said Fruity Pebble and they gave me 1. And I was like, can I get 5 more? I wanted 6 though, and they're just like, oh yeah. They just like loaded me up. It's so good though, dude, so good. But yeah, they're vegan, very delicious. They serve them at all the kava cultures around here. Like they supply them there, so you can buy them if you go to kava. And then also they have a website now. They have delivery service. That's like their biggest thing. Is they can deliver the cookies to you. So we could straight up call them right now or like hit them up on Instagram. And then
Dude, we should do that.
We should, yeah.
I want to try them.
Yeah, I want everyone to try them. Like everyone in the house here to try them because they are really good and they're baked with superfoods too. So they often have like a lot of their cookies have like CBD in it and stuff like that and like all sorts of stuff. You got to check it out because they have really good cookies and they're killing it, honestly.
Dude, those will heal up my ankle. CBD's got anti-inflammatory.
For sure, get those Fruity Pebbles.
I'm calling.
Healing right up. Yeah, and I think they if I'm not mistaken, they just got a website up and running. So now you could like order stuff off the website, check out their like information about the brand and their cookies and recipes and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really cool. Check out Green Bites. They're always at Kava Culture, and then you can hit them up on Instagram. Their Instagram is @GreenBitesGo, and yeah, that's the local legend for today.
Nice.
Check it out.
Yeah, I got to get on that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
For those watching, dude, I got a. What is this? The Master Sword?
That's the Master Sword, yeah.
Nice, dude. Yeah, Brian has a replica of this. I don't even know. Maybe it's the real thing. I don't even know.
No, that's the cheaper one. They got one. They got one that's like real big and like a couple $100s. I think that one's just like $70. Still cool though, huh?
This is nice, dude. Yeah, you got all sorts of cool toys. You've always had. I was even telling my coworker like you used to just find random sticks and like build bow and arrows. And I was like, I remember one like that used to always just like little be dinky ones. But like one time you just made like this one that could shoot, dude. I remember like just
we went out in the backyard.
Arrows, yeah.
And the arrows we would use a little palm frond, and then on one side we would rubber band a rock to it to get the weight.
But sometimes you had actual arrowheads.
Yeah, I did have a couple of those ones that Mom found at like Peace River or whatever. Strapped them to that bitch, and I was just like, "Hey, Danny, come here." And I just go out back.
Legolas status, dude.
It's like, whoa, that went all the way across the yard. And you're right, like they used to like just shoot like across the yard, and then there was one that I had that just shot like all the way to the neighbor's house.
I remember just like walking outside and just like walking on the street where our driveway was, and then like aiming it towards the woods on San Carlos, and just like, and it just soared all the way into the woods, and I was just like, wow,
Legolas boy,
this thing's sick. Yeah, so you've always had some cool toys like this, but no, one thing that I did want to talk about too was I was doing some research last night, and I came across this thing, and it really like, I don't know, it stuck out to me. It was talking about like complaining and how complaining all the time and being negative can literally, it's been scientifically proven that it like rewires your brain to be more anxious and depressed. And I don't know, I try to be positive and stuff, but I mean, I don't know, depression's real. Like, it can get to you, you know. I feel like I've definitely had like times for sure where I've been like super depressed, and even recently too. Like, I've just been trying, like, I don't know, trying so hard with everything to like get everything going and like be successful. Not even just for me though, just for like, I don't know, my kids and like family and everything. Like, I just, like, my dream, I was telling Bree, like, not really my dream, but like such a goal is just to like work so hard so that like dad can quit his job, you know? Cause like, dude, he's worked so hard, like, so I could just
get that man a boat.
Yeah, no, seriously, and just let him stop working, like, to like just have enough money to like where I could like buy their house, like have like hundreds of thousands of dollars for them to like live off of.
What do you think you'd do, Dad? Like, because Dad's such a hard worker. He'd probably like be building stuff all the time.
I'd buy him a boat, and I'd buy him the Chevelle that I always promised that I'd get him, like an old rebuilt Chevelle.
That'll be the day.
And just have him just fish all the time, take the grandkids out and stuff. Like, that's what I'm trying to get to. But
hell yeah.
No, but when I came across that, I was like, okay, like, Because I feel like I do complain a lot without even like realizing it. You know, it's just like, so there was I didn't pull up the article here, but there was a lot of like pointers that like changing have to get to. You know, like so if you were to make a statement and say like, oh, I have to go to the gym today. Say like, I get to go to the gym today.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Be more appreciative. It's just crazy though. They showed like there's a school, I forget the school that it named, but some college, and like the the brain studies and stuff, they had like it actually shows like brain scans, and it literally rewires your brain. So I don't know. It's just kind of like I wanted to say that as like an awareness thing, because I mean I try to be positive and everything all the time, but I do feel like just with everything, I can complain and definitely get depressed and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm definitely now like I'm gonna be working on it. I'm gonna change it.
I've heard that also with saying sorry. Like I'm someone, I say, like we were just talking with the alpha beta thing. Like I say sorry way too much. I don't as much as I used to, but like I do say sorry all the time. Even like in my old boss used to say like, why'd you just say sorry? Like it'd be a transaction after the thing. He'd be like, why'd you just say sorry? And I was like, I don't know. He's like, you didn't do anything wrong. You don't have to be sorry. And I was like, you're right. But no, I also heard if you, instead of saying sorry, like whatever statement you're like saying, oh, sorry for blah, 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 start saying thank you for something. Like for example, today I did it.
Yeah,
I do this all the time.
That too.
In a transaction, if I'm like holding the line up because I have to do something or whatever, like obviously I'm just doing my job. But then usually when I get back, instead of saying sorry for the wait or like sorry for the hold up, sometimes I'll still say that. But usually I try to say thank you for your patience instead of like sorry for the hold up. Sorry. I try to say like thanks for like for waiting or whatever like that, because it's right. Like it rewires your brain if you start using those phrases instead of others.
Or if you're late, you could turn being late into being positive. Like, and that's one thing that I try to do too, rather than like showing up to the job site and say, sorry I'm late. Thanks for waiting for me. That's another thing.
Hey, that's a good one.
Like,
Twist it.
Yeah.
And it really does. Like I think that sometimes it seems hokey that like to do stuff like that and like change your life. But I think honestly, like in little doses, because think about it, like there's certain people. I was actually just thinking about this today. That's why it's funny you brought it up, because there's certain people, like we all have the people at our jobs, that like every conversation starter is something negative. Like, and I hate that. It just like bringing the vibe down, and like every single thing they say is either something that's going wrong in their life or something that's going wrong in the world, or like something that might go wrong, or like they're always, that's their conversation starter. And I know like maybe that's just their way of like being friendly and like starting a conversation, but like it's just so much of a downer sometimes to be that way, you know? Especially like because things go wrong every single day. Nothing's gonna go according to plan, especially at work. Like things are shitty at almost every job in one way or another. But if you're the type of person that's like fixating, like the other day, it was just me. She probably didn't understand what I meant, but it was me and this other girl that were working. And normally there's like 3 or 4 people on shift all day. But for right when I walk in, I just have my glasses on, still have my hat on, walking in the door with my lunchbox. And then first thing she says to me at the cash register, she's like, as I'm like walking in the break room, she's like, hey Brian, it's only me and you until 5. And it was like 2 at that time, which is like only 2 people, me being the manager and 1 person for 3 hours is kind of intense. Mm-hmm. So I was like walking in all chill. I was like 20 minutes early, just gonna like chill in the break room till clock in. She told me that. I look at her and I'm like, all right. And then I like start walking quicker. I go right in the break room, open the door. And then as I was walking away, I was like, all right, guess I'm going Super Saiyan. And I opened the thing and I just like busted out. I clocked in immediately, took off my glasses, put on my work shirt, and just like found out what needed done, started jumping on it, started like running around the store. And I did it. I like held up the store by myself on the sales floor while she was the cashier. Nice. But just because like I didn't have that mindset of like, well, today's gonna suck, because like
I'm here by myself.
It did. I was there till midnight, so like it did suck. But like it made it at least easier on my brain to not like the whole day be like, this sucks, this is gonna suck. Because who knows, it might have sucked even worse if I was like that.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
And even like
you're gonna be there anyway. Like
whenever things go wrong, I try to just like, even like, I don't know, maybe it seems cheesy, but like making the light out of any dark situation, you know, like Angelo says that, my boss Angela says that it's annoying because I think it was that same day, or no, this is yesterday. I was like whistling or something, and he's like, "You're always so happy, Brian," and he said it like that, and I was like, "Yeah," and I was like, "It's weird because I'm really into like horror and like dark twisted stuff," and I was like, "Yeah, it's weird because I'm so into like dark and twisted stuff, but I'm just jolly all the time," and then he's just like, "Yeah, it's annoying," and I was like, "Okay," just kept whistling.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's a lot like Going from Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still gotta watch that show.
You've still been sleeping on it, but
we'll have an update, bro. I'll binge it and then we'll have a little recap or something.
Yeah, I'm wrapping up on season 2 now. It's insane. The show's insane. I can't binge season 2 as fast as I could season 1 because season 2 is only in sub, so you gotta listen to it in Japanese.
What?
So you gotta, but season 1 is 50 on Hulu at least. Season 1 is 52 episodes. Season 2 is only 27, so you don't have that much to listen to. But like, yeah, season 1, dude, they have dub every episode for Hulu. Binged through it 2 weeks. Not even one. No, a week. I was done. A week. I was done with season 1.
Damn. You know what I just realized? We left the AC unit on. So, no, it's probably not going to sound that bad.
And the fridge plugged in?
No, the fridge is unplugged because I got that light in there. That's probably why it's so hot. I've been thinking like, bro, it's so hot in here. And then I just realized we left the AC on, so I'm like, how is it still hot in here? It's probably that light behind us, though.
True.
But it's all good. I don't think it'll be that loud. If
hopefully it's good, actually. And we could run it all the time.
That's true. Because
it
gets sweltering in here, dude.
It gets bad.
Did you start Helm?
No, I haven't read it yet.
So
I haven't listened to it, I should say.
I don't know if I've talked to you about it on the podcast at all, but I've written a novel, and pretty proud of it. And it's like,
I want to. Like, I've been asleep on it. I need to.
It's all good. I understand. Because it's still in a second draft, so let me just explain to like anyone listening. So I've wrote a book, and it's done, and I've emailed it to people. It's still in the draft form, so it's not like totally done, ready to like get published or anything like that. But it's good enough to where like the story's done, book is written, I edited it once, so I think it's in a really good spot right now. So now I'm like letting people read it while I like kind of marinate on the ideas and stuff before I edit it again and go further. But I don't know. I think it's kind of annoying to read because when I email it, it goes. I guess if you have like a laptop, it might not be that hard, but on a phone, you gotta like scroll and then like pinch to zoom to like read it clearer and stuff like that. So I could see how that's super annoying to read. So what I did was I used this same equipment that we're using to record this podcast, and I made a little audio book. And so far, I've only done the first couple chapters, but they're real easy to do. So I've been like, I'm gonna be able to knock them out, and then they're only like 20 minutes a chapter. Kyle read it, nice. And dude, the coolest thing, because I remember like when I was writing it in Pennsylvania, I was thinking like, bro, I want this to have, if I could give one vibe, I want it to be like I don't want it to be like a Lord of the Rings type vibe. I don't want it to be like a Hobbit type vibe because it's not that like epic fantasy like novel type thing with like this mass world I've built. I want it to be like a RuneScape vibe and he's like, bro, it kind of reminds me of RuneScape, and I was like, no fucking way, because that's like the one thing that I wanted it to just. I think because of like, I don't really know. He said because of the runes, because there's runes in the thing, and you use runes to make magic and stuff like that. But
all right, so hold up. Let's back up. So it's on Spotify.
It's on, and I got email today that it's on other stuff too, but not Apple Podcasts yet. But it's on Spotify.
Okay, I don't have Spotify
and Anchor
on my phone.
Get the Anchor app. We use Anchor sponsors this.
True, true. Oh no, I have the Anchor app.
Well, we all use the Anchor app.
We all use the Anchor
every day.
Daily.
Anchor. City of Palms podcast brought to you by.
For real though, it really is.
It really is a great
Genuinely
app.
Is brought to you by Anchor.
It is.
Okay, but no, back up. Is Spotify free? Can I get Spotify?
It is, but there's ads. If you have the free one, there's ads. But you have to pay for the premium one. But it's not much at all. It's like $7 a month or something like that. What was that?
Oh, the case.
It's been broken. Don't worry. Danny broke the Master Sword. God damn it.
I was about to say the sheath broke. How did that happen?
Get out of here. No, yeah, it's like $7 or something cheap like that to pay for premium Spotify. But you use Apple Music, so I don't know why you'd want to pay for Spotify. Spotify's clutch though, for real. Like if you did want to use Spotify, I love it.
I have it on my Xbox. So
also not a sponsor. Spotify is. I wish Spotify was fucking sponsoring us, but
Spotify, please sponsor.
But I will admit that I use it. You know, real recognizing real.
There it is.
I use it every day.
There it is.
But yeah, it's on there, bro. Audiobook.
Dude, did you see? I don't know if we talked about it. Did you see?
Camera.
Did you see? Dom got a freaking billboard on Times Square.
Yeah.
Did we talk about that?
Yeah, we did. We talked about it off air.
Dude.
Dominic Fike in Times Square.
Dude, that's
proud
amazing.
of that, man.
That's so amazing. I love that. I realized I didn't say why I'm carrying the sword, but I realized since I'm a Cert Alpha now, this thing goes with me wherever I go.
When we go to the Madhouse show in a little bit? You better believe you got that on your back.
Broken sheath.
It's all good though.
Could you walk around with this?
Nah, I'm probably not.
Alright, my concealed. It's not concealed. Oh, it is an open carry for swords? My bad.
I thought. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, officer. I thought Florida was open carry for swords.
Shove it down there. Sir, do you have a sword? Nah, dude. It's my schlong.
In conventions, they actually like. I remember I never did a Link like cosplay or whatever, but I thought about it because I had that whole like elf outfit that I had. I kind of wanted to do a Link one eventually, but you wouldn't be able to bring that unless you like zip tie it closed somehow. Just because of like laws and stuff. If you have a real sword, a lot of people have foam ones. Like you'll see in some stores that sell anime stuff, there'll be like a foam sword, and you'll be like, oh, why the hell are they selling a foam sword? And that's the reason.
Wow.
People bring them to conventions because they can't bring real swords.
Well, yeah, I can see that. Imagine someone's like, I've been training for this day my whole life.
I'm alpha.
That'd be scary.
That would be so scary.
Dude, that'd be sick. I mean, not sick.
That'd be sick. Just slash up the whole convention.
No. Like, that'd be, like, imagine, like, you go, like, to a cosplay thing, and, like, especially me, I've never been to one, so, like, I just imagine, like, go to Spooky Empire, and, like, and then, like, it's, like, for, like everybody, what you're dressed up as, you get their power. Like, once you walk in this building, what if the building was enchanted, and you walk in, and then it was, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna go as Spider-Man, so what if I walk in, and, like, you just feel the suit, like, and you're just like, that was weird. And then like you're just like, yeah, you notice you got like Spidey senses, but so everybody had the power, and it would just, and then obviously some people would that would be it, dude. That would be the start of superheroes on Earth, and like people would be like, well, I got powers. Oh, whoa, hey, don't shoot that at, dude.
Bro, let's cut this out. Hollywood's gonna take that, dude. Let's cut this out of the podcast.
True.
That's a good idea.
That's a good idea.
Who would you go as? If that was legit.
Oh, if you knew.
If you knew. Because some costumes would be really hard to do.
I would be the Flash, for sure.
Dude.
That's always been even for just like daily life. Imagine how clutch being the Flash would be. Like, and then also like watching the show and reading the comics, you've learned that Flash can also use his ability. Not only are you like the fastest man alive, but you can power like energy, so you can you actually have like attacks and stuff. And getting hit with a flash punch, dude. Can't see me coming. It's game over.
Yeah,
I'd be
Flash
the Flash.
is strong, ain't he?
I'd be the Flash for sure. Favorite superhero.
Dude, that'd be a fun convention.
Not a sponsor.
Yeah.
What about you?
I'd be Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, right. Get out of here. Who would you be?
He's good at cooking. No.
Get out of here. He's good at cooking. What?
No, who would I be? Let me think. Man. Because then you live your rest of your life like that? Is that what you're saying? Because like Batman's my favorite superhero, but I don't know if that'd be a great option. Because he's just really smart.
That'd be the dumbest option.
And he's really rich.
He doesn't have anything.
Because
he just has technology.
I could be
You
Batman.
wouldn't change. Yeah.
Elon Musk is practically Batman.
Yeah.
So let me think then. Let me think the most efficient, like...
He's Batman, bro.
Batman's badass.
He's a vigilante. He's not a superhero.
That's true. Okay, because if you think like you could choose like Superman, because he's like but he's like you couldn't live a normal life with Superman.
Got it. Clark Kent was a daily reporter. Clark Kent did it just fine. You could do it. Everyone would be on your tail, but that's why you got to get slick like Superman
I'd
did.
spill the beans straight up.
Live Instagram live feed. Hey guys, I'm Superman and I got superpowers.
Hey guys, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's Brian.
That'd be sick, dude.
No, I couldn't even keep it under wraps that I'm getting a new car. to like 3 people, I couldn't keep it under wraps. Now everyone knows.
Now everyone knows.
It's
on air.
So listeners, guess. Dude,
Nah,
I don't know who I'd be though.
episode.
Let me because honestly, like I don't think I'd enjoy being Superman or like Thor. Like thinking about these like superheroes that are like the top of the comics and like top of the universes.
Yeah, it's something to consider. And I've thought about this for a long time.
Because like Flash would be badass.
Flash
Because
would
you're
be
super
fire.
fast. Or what about, dude? Because then if you'd been like Professor X or Magneto or something like that, like you're just too powerful. Just too powerful. I don't know if I'd be able to.
Spider-Man would be sick.
Spider-Man would be cool. What about Yugi?
You're not nothing without the cards. It starts raining. You're scared. Cards get soaked. Aw.
Damn it.
That'd be interesting, man. Just to like walk up in there and like, man, that'd be so cool.
Because people dress as some crazy stuff, and especially if we went to Spooky Empire. Dude.
Man, Jason.
Yeah, you'd be
Freddy.
seeing freaking The Exorcist crawling out, The Grudge.
What?
The Nun. Yeah,
Ma. You seen that new movie? I
Ma?
ain't seen it. You heard about it?
No.
Yeah. Ma.
Ma?
Yeah, Ma.
Horror movie?
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
Ain't heard of Ma?
So they made the movie Mama, and that one wasn't very good. Ma is half of that.
Yeah, I don't really know what's it about. Can we watch the trailer on here, or is that we get flagged?
We probably won't get flagged. I mean, I'm not gonna put it on the video thing, but yeah, here, let me look it up and watch it together. But yeah, dude, at the horror conventions, are you actually gonna go? Because I'm down to go alone. Like, I really don't care, and I know Bree will not like it. I'm telling you that.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, Ma actually looks really good. Isn't it is this Jordan Peele's movie?
Is it?
I don't know. Let me look it up because I remember seeing this. This is the one where the black lady's the serial killer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude. I think
I've seen some Hulu ads for it.
Psychological thriller. Yeah, it looks cool, man. But yeah. I know for a fact that no, it's not Jordan Peele. I know for a fact that Brie wouldn't like the horror convention. So like if you went, you'd have to either go alone with me or she could come, but then like just not go to the convention, just like do other stuff in Tampa.
Yeah,
she could have lots of fun in Tampa.
I'll let you know.
Because like for sure, don't even feel like you got to, because like it is like kind of pricey, and I'm fine going alone. Especially I'm gonna be in my new car. I'm gonna be whipping it. I'll have a party in my hotel. Invite all the people back. Be like, hey, Carrie from the movie Carrie. Wanna come back to Hey, Carrie from the movie Carrie. Get over here. Hey, Blair Witch.
Alright, yeah.
Party at my
I'll
place.
let you know. That's Texas size 10-4.
Texas size 10-4?
Yeah. You ever seen Letterkenny?
No.
You ever seen Letterkenny? Oh my god.
What is that?
Dude, it's a show on Hulu. It's like about yeah, I don't even want to get into it right now, but yeah, it's funny, dude. It's really funny.
Yeah, it's getting about that time though. We're gonna go to the Madhouse. We're gonna see.
What time is it?
It is 6:37.
Yeah, I gotta get ready, dude. I brought a whole change of clothes. I brought everything.
Yeah, I gotta take a shower and change and stuff too. Thanks for listening today, y'all. We were gonna have a guest, but like I said, scheduling and getting out of vacation and stuff got a little complicated, but it's all good. Just me and Danny shooting the shit. Took a little alpha quiz. And should I announce the guest that we have coming up? We don't know exact order, but like nah. They're cool. I'll just guarantee.
We got some legends, dude. Some local legends coming on, dude.
For real local legends.
Straight
and
up. Stay tuned.
I'm getting new batteries for the camera. If you're watching on YouTube, the video has already ended because my battery died. But you got to see us for a little bit. You got to see our smiling faces for a little bit.
Hope that was cool. Yeah, dude. Like he said, thanks for listening. Stay tuned. We got a lot of guests coming up. Remember, don't complain. Be positive. Make a change.
Oh yeah, just be yourself, man. Try to be happy. Lots of people got shitty situations. And if you're listening to this, wherever you listen to podcasts, try, if you can, like, comment, share, do whatever you can to interact with us, because we are here for you. And me and Danny are working our asses off to really get this going and make some cool changes around Southwest Florida. Maybe not changes, but at least like be in it. We want to be in the scene. We want to and we want to hopefully show people what Fort Myers is all about. Not even Fort Myers, Southwest Florida.
And once again, if you have any listener questions, we've already gotten a lot, so we're probably gonna dig into those sometime in the next episode that me and Brian do together. So,
which will be soon.
Yeah. So if you have anything you want us to discuss, DM us on Instagram or shoot us an email.
And if you know anyone that we should get in here to chat with, also let us know. Because me and Danny have been doing our research and we've been scouting around. What's part of the reason we're going to Madhouse? We're going to be looking at. We're going to be scouting a little bit. But if you know anybody, because me and Danny only got 4 eyes between the two of us. So if you know somebody, let us know. And we'll do our very best. Especially if they're local. It'll just be as easy as the DM. And we can probably have them in here the next week. So
it's greatly appreciated.
This is the City of Palms podcast with Brian
and Danny. Until next week,
Hit him with the outro, Biscuit.
Yee.